I don't know if you guys have checked out Johnny Marr's Instagram in this quarantine, but even just talking about it gives me goosebumps because I think Johnny Marr is so cool. He's definitely proven to be the best member of the Smiths by far. And
What?
dude,
Sacrilegious!
not at
Johnny
all.
Marr is the best
That
member of the
guitar playing,
Smiths?
yes, 100%. We're talking about
Wow.
Morrissey being an alt-right member, saying rude things about trans people, and then you're not going to agree that Johnny Marr would turn out
That's
to be the best member of the Smiths with
that's
his
Morrissey
beautiful guitar
2020.
playing and realness that he offers the world. You need to you need to see his Instagram because it's one of the most sincere, genuine, wonderful things, and he's interacting with fans like a real person, not like a diva like Morrissey, who acts like he's larger than life and
He
says rude
is.
stuff about Latin people.
He's allowed to.
Uh, um, I mean, look, Morrissey has always been a bit of a narcissist. There's nothing respectable about that.
I think he's allowed. I think he has a card. He's a member because he never seemingly talks or has interest in sex. So I think it's okay to fall in love with
That's a
yourself
lie.
if you're not falling in love with others.
I mean, come on.
That's what I'm thinking about you. Did you slip and fall today? That's crazy.
No, it's crazy that you are still on Team Morrissey. I
I'll always
honestly,
be on Team Morrissey.
I mean, look, I've switched teams, and I honestly feel that
Damn.
if you should watch Johnny Marr's Instagram, he's literally just people ask him, "Can you play, Cemetery Gates?" And he just plays it on guitar, and just the guitar alone, it has made me cry and made me realize how much I love the Smiths because for a long time I've had a hard time listening to them. I remember years ago when we still lived together, you were like, "Yeah, I used to love the Smiths. It's just I don't want to hear it anymore. I just don't. It's just not where I'm at, or whatever." You said so many words that you just weren't vibing with it the way that you used to.
Well,
And
I think that's still somewhat true. I think I occasionally listen to the Smiths, but it somehow holds like a certain time, a certain era, and it doesn't fit all moods for me. I feel like I can listen to Morrissey's solo stuff in a more wider fashion. Like it's more of a one size fits all sort of thing. The Smiths, so yeah,
uh,
it has a certain kind of anchor to a certain time in my youth. So I don't know.
I was just singing like the best of the Smiths the other day in the house, really, really loud. And I realized like how dramatic he really is. Like at the time, like we all sang the songs, but it's so dramatic and so sad and so very harsh. It fit for the time. Yeah, it was perfect. But listening to it, if I've never heard that before and I heard it now, I would wonder like, are they okay? Like, is this are they really upset in their heart? Seems
It's very sappy music. It's like
yeah,
perfect for that time. I think
for that time. I don't
you
think you
know.
can get away with that anymore. People
No, he doesn't do
don't
that
want
at
to.
all anymore. Now he's just
Yeah,
basically like Dear Abby, and he's just like talking about all his. He's venting in every single one of his tracks. Basically, it's a totally different vibe. I love him,
yeah.
Johnny
I
Marr. Get the fuck out of here, Johnny Marr,
a lot
dude.
of people are going to sorely disagree with you. And you're going to be embarrassed of the statement the more that Morrissey comes out being the trash that he is.
Well, you know what? You know what's funny is that I have zero shame. Because I know that right now that there's somewhere in a court of law. I don't know what country, what city, but there is someone on trial for having done some sort of terroristic act, and the prosecuting attorney right now is saying, and we found Morrissey albums in his house. Bum, bum, bum. Also, right
Absolutely
now,
not.
somewhere in the world, there's somebody holding a free hug sign, right? And they're listening to Morrissey, and some guy comes up and just pops him right in the face. So I'm with the minority here. I'm standing my ground, sister. Yeah, yeah. So what? I listen to Morrissey albums. Doesn't make me a terrorist.
I mean, I listen to the Smiths. Um,
But you're
I
listening
just
to some
think
Johnny Marr.
but I'm not listening to Johnny Marr's solo records. I'm just kind of vibing with Johnny Marr as a person, like who
Oh,
he's
okay.
become as
That's
opposed to
fair. As a
who
person,
Morrissey has become. And
hey, that's
so
fair. As a person, that's different. I mean, as an artist, I'm on Morrissey camp all the way. But as a person, maybe Johnny Marr. Maybe I would like to have lunch with him before I have lunch with Morrissey. I don't know.
I think we would all probably prefer to have lunch with Johnny Marr if you saw either of them speak about themselves. Yeah, I don't know. Johnny Marr as a guitar player though is, um, I mean he's so influential, and that jangly pop music. Obviously, the two of them together worked beautifully. I'm not denying, and Morrissey's role in the Smiths was really important. But as time has gone on, I have just sort of connected very much with the guitar playing more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I also, yeah, I don't know. Even when I read into Morrissey's lyrics, I'm like, this guy's full of it. He talks about people plagiarizing stuff, and he literally plagiarizes throughout all his lyrics. He's, look, I'm just calling it as I see it. It's my personal opinion. A lot of people share it, but you can be on the other side.
I'm always on the other side. I like being on the other side.
All right.